What's up, guys? My name is Tim. This is New Craft Workshop, and today we're breaking down a pallet. Now, as with almost everything we do on this particular channel, we are geared to beginner woodworkers. I have had more than 2 or 3 of you guys ask about breaking down a pallet and getting some pallet wood. As you can see, I have 6 really nice pieces of material here. Different shades, probably different species of wood throughout this pallet. That's what you're going to get with a pallet, but this is absolutely perfect for making some rustic decor like we do here on our channel. So I break my pallets down a little bit different than you're going to see some other guys. Some people use prying devices to pry these boards out, and then they're going to pop the nails out from the backside. I do mine a little bit different.
He's different.
Very, very seldomly do I ever run any of my pallet wood through my planer. Disclaimer, if you are going to run your pallet wood through your planer, you absolutely, positively must remove every single nail from your material, regardless of how you're breaking down your pallet. I am going to be able to get 6 great pieces of wood here. These actually are measuring out to 40 inches. So I've got 6 great pieces of lumber on the top of this pallet. The bottom of this pallet has 3 more pieces that are about 3 inches wide instead of these, which are about 5.5. Those are still usable. We're going to pull those off as well. This particular pallet, the way it is designed, I actually have 3 really nice pieces of 2x4 material here as well. All of this gets salvaged. All of this gets used here in our shop. So enough talk. Let's head out. I'm going to show you how I break down a pallet, and this is going to be like a 5-minute video. So let's get to this. So I actually break my pallets down with my reciprocating saw. I am using a multi-purpose blade here. It's about 10 inches long, I believe. It's long enough to get through here. And as you can see, I'm kind of working my saw back and forth and using the stop on the front of my saw as a little bit of a leverage to kind of pry this and get through these nails and screws a little bit easier. I use this particular method because, as you'll see momentarily, I like the look of leaving the nail heads exposed and the screw heads exposed. So we're just going to take our Sawzall. We're going to cut down all of this material, and you'll see here in just a second, I've got 2 boards that are kind of cracked on the end where the screws went in, and so I'm just going to cut those boards off a little bit short and not worry about that extra 3 or 4 inches. All of this wood is going to get used somewhere on a project, so this particular piece is going to be a little bit short of 40, but who cares? We're breaking down a pallet. We got free wood. That's all we care about. Let's get after this. That's it. That's how I break down my pallets. You might want to pry everything and then get it out. Now, I do it this way because I think the exposed nail heads throughout this lumber gives your projects some character. I'm going to pop a picture of it right here. I built my wife a bath tray for her iPad and wine glass and all that stuff, and I used pallet wood, and I cut it just like this, and I leave the exposed nail heads. It gives it such a nice feel. If you watch any of my beginners series, we also built this, which was this really nice serving tray built out of pallet woods, and as you can see, the nail heads are exposed. I personally just like the style, gives it a little bit of character, but remember, I don't run any of this through my planer.
Don't do it!
I will sand this fairly smooth prior to use, especially if it's something that we're going to be touching on a regular basis instead of hanging up on the wall as a piece of decor or something. I will definitely sand all of these splinters because remember, pallet wood is extremely rough. But do not ever, ever, ever run this through your planer or cut this on your table saw or cut this on your miter saw unless you are 100% certain you have removed the metal pieces prior to doing so. I know it's common sense, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Look at all the material that we just got out of one pallet. I mean, this is some nice wide stock, and this is heavy duty material. This is not This is not junk. We're going to be able to turn this into some really nice stuff. I'm probably going to wind up building a couple shelves out of this because I got the perfect place for them in the house. But this is how I do it. Exposed nail heads, exposed screw heads, whatever they use to put your pallet together, as long as they're not interfering with your project. I like leaving them because I think they look freaking great. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on my pallet breakdown method, good or bad. I don't care. Let me know what you think. That's all I got for you today. You guys asked to see this, so there you go. This is where I get my pallet wood from. Search your area. If you see pallets laying around, just always make sure you ask business owner, homeowner, whatever, property owner, if you can take them prior to taking them. I'm very fortunate. I've got a big company 2 minutes from my house that gives me all the pallets I could ever want at literally $0. So now I've got free material to work with. So do some searching, find some pallets, break them down, use it. All I got for you today. We'll catch you on YouTube.